Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 15. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this episode starts off with Shawn and Destiny and Kelly. This is a big old mess. They tricked us. They fooled us. So Destiny does go to a hotel, but it's not Shawn's door she's at. She's actually at her mother's door, and her mom is living in a hotel. However, Destiny fixed her up on a blind date. So she stops by there to give her mother a makeover, and she says that she's got a job doing makeup at a beauty supply store. And I would like to know, well, who the hell hired her? Because the way she was putting her mom's makeup on, it was rough. It didn't match her complexion. Those eyebrows were out of control, and it was just all bad. You know, I am so confused by Destiny. She is explaining to her mom how she's going to show up at Shawn's wedding and disrupt everything because Shawn owes her money. And I'm thinking to myself, how is it possible that Shawn owes you money, but your estranged husband and father of your baby that you are carrying doesn't owe you any money? That just does not compute for me. How is that possible? You know, she tells her mom that she's going to go there and make a scene because Shawn owes her money, and she calls Sarah the Rebound. And her mother says, you just got out of one toxic relationship. I think you should put Shawn in your rear view and move on. You know what? There is no getting out of toxicity with your daughter, ma'am, because she is the one who is toxic. Her mom tells her that she does not think that she should go to Ohio to harass Shawn because she could possibly get arrested. Her mom does ask her if Shawn decided that he wanted to take her back, would she get back together with him? And she said yes, just so she can get on his life insurance. Lord have mercy, this woman is a wreck. Shawn doesn't owe you anything. What you need to do is get your life together and stop doing people's makeup. So it turns out that it's actually Kelly who is at Shawn's hotel room door. And something that just took me aback a little bit, because normally I'm 100% Team Kelly, but she makes a comment to Shawn that she wants to talk to Sarah so that she can tell Sarah who Shawn really is and Sarah can know who she's getting involved with. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is not your business. No, ma'am. You know, Sarah is a grown woman. She makes her own decisions. You do not need to inform her who Shawn is. Let her find out on her own. One thing I can see is that Kelly is very hurt by the past that her and Shawn have. You know, the fact that they have these 6 kids together and he's been a deadbeat father. But one thing I can say is you can't force a man to be a father to his child. You really can't. You cannot make a man stand up and face his responsibilities and do right by anybody. I 100% do not think that Kelly wants Shawn, but I do think that she is extremely hurt at the pain that Shawn has caused her children. And I do believe her when she says that the kids are upset, that they think that Shawn has replaced them with Sarah and Sarah's daughter and Sarah's current baby. I believe that the kids really do think that because they are, you know, children. And Shawn has been such an absentee father for them. I can understand that. I think that she also feels some type of way that she had 6 children with him. And Shawn has been engaged to 2 women that he didn't really even know. And now he has a baby coming with one and he's marrying her. You know, I think Kelly is a good person, but I think that she is really just concerned. You know, how could you walk away from your 6 kids, not marry her, and now all of a sudden you're trying to settle down and play family with this girl that you haven't even known a full year? However, I do think that Kelly should save all of this talk for a therapist. Get a therapist for you and the kids and let Shawn go on and be Shawn. Sarah will eventually figure out who she married. I don't think that Shawn will ever understand. Yes, he cried a little and everything, but bye, Shawn. You've had all this time to do right by these kids. And don't think that I don't remember. You had your daughter shopping at a secondhand store, but you were buying all these nice things for Destiny. Marcelino and Brittany. Okay, so I still think the storyline is fake, but with going with the storyline, Brittany is still reeling from finding out that Marcelino texted her ex-threesome partner, ex-girlfriend, Amber. Or is her name Amanda? I don't even remember. One of the two. Brittany gets a call from her mom because remember, Marcelino left the kids with her mom. Her mom lets her know that she's been watching the kids ever since Brittany left the house. Brittany is completely shocked. She thought that Marcelino was at home. So she calls him to find out where he is. He lies and says that he's at home. Then when she lets him know that he's lying, he says, "Oh, I'm on my way home. That's what I said. I'm on my way home." She said, "You're lying. That's not what you said." Then when she asked him where he's been all day, he doesn't want to answer. She gets upset and she says, "I have never not told you where I am. Where are you? Where are you?" And this dude hangs up on her. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. First of all, if that was me, as soon as and my mother said that she has been there with those kids all day, there is no need for me to hang out with these friends. I'm getting in my car and I'm going home to make sure the kids are okay. At the same time as I figure out that the kids are okay, I'm packing his shit. You gotta go. Okay, you gotta go. Buddy. By the time you got back to that house, all of your stuff would be on the lawn. So then she ends up at this tattoo bar type place. I don't know. I don't even know. And her friend says, "Well, he's cheating on you. He's cheating." And her friend is telling her, "Stand up, be strong, be the old Brittany." Giving her the old, "You could do better." And, tearing down Marcelino. I said, "Girl, please, you should just sit down and shut on up, because it'll be a couple weeks from now. She'll be taking him back and then looking at you with the side eye because you badmouthed her husband." Anyway, I'm sure that this is all a part of the storyline, but this is ridiculous. This storyline sucks. I'm tired of both of them, and there's no way that I would be sitting at a tattoo bar crying and getting a tattoo. No, ma'am. I'd be at home throwing his ass out. Deontay and Lindsay. The police are not after Deontay or Lindsay. They end up going to this Airbnb, and Deontay is so excited, talking about he's about to put it down. He's about to lay it on her. He's about to give her the monster, the king ding-a-ling. He is doing way too damn much. Okay. She says that this is going to be the first sex that she's had since she had that sex with Scott. And he says he's going to make her remember it. I said, well, there shouldn't be a lot to do to make her remember anything after Scott. I mean, oh. Anyway, after the sex, Deontay says that Lindsay is the best sex he's ever had, and he wouldn't know about Nicole because she never gave him any. Deontay, listen, I'm tired of you embarrassing yourself on TV, but I'm even more tired of being secondhand embarrassed by you. Shut the hell up. Deontay then shares that he's got bad credit, and Lindsay asked him to look at his credit because she says she's good with finances. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Girl, no. He is crazy as hell. I hope she didn't see his social security number. Anyway, she says that he is $15,000 in debt, and she says that part of the debt is in collections with no payment whatsoever. Listen, Lindsay is more worried about Deontay and his credit than she is about her daughter. Don't worry about this man's credit. Worry about being a good mom and getting a job. I mean, she's laid up in this man's bed with active warrants, and both of them are sitting in there worried about his credit report. I just don't, where is Deontay's mama? Gosh, I'm sick of the two of them. He's talking about if their relationship works out and everything, he's got a VA loan and he could just move to Mississippi to be with her. Get the hell out of here. Stop the bus. Where is his mama? I'm just saying. Chaz and Branwyn. So, Chaz creeps me out sometime. It's the silly way he talks and the faces that he makes and letting us know that he has shaved his ass. I mean, that was really just nasty. I don't give a damn. I thought that was extremely gross. And of course, as soon as Chaz leaves the cabin and picks Branwyn up, the routine starts. She's overwhelmed. She can hardly talk. Oh, she's so busy. She's so confused. She doesn't know what to do. I don't know. They get to the cabin. Chaz sets up dinner. He lights a few candles, trying to get all romantic. But every time he tries to get romantic, it reminds me of Stan. Remember Stan, Mr. Burns? I know I'm mean. I'm going to stop that. It's just nasty, He asked her how she felt about moving. And she tries to twist it all up on him, talking about, well, I made a promise to you. And since you won't budge on me moving, I guess I'll just have to go ahead and move. I mean, don't blame him. Be a grown-ass woman and say, Chaz, I've changed my mind. I don't want to move to Kentucky. Just say that. The next thing you know, Chaz tries to segue into getting some sex. Because this dude, he's got the blue balls. He has waxed his ass. Like, he is ready to have the sex. And she freaks out on him. She says, I don't know how we can go from talking about moving to talking about the sex. As she is laid up on his lap, sucking her thumb. Ma'am, you are over 40 years old and you have spent 12 years in jail and you a thumb sucker? What the hell? The next thing you know, she is putting on a full drama clinic. Oh, she is crying. Chaz is confused. He runs to the restroom. She gets on the phone, calls her sponsor. I feel like using bad. Girl, if you don't shut the hell up, quit playing with us. Oh my gosh, this is just crazy. Finally, Chaz gets a little smart and he says that he married the woman that he loved, but maybe that was a wrong decision. He says maybe it's time for him to bail out because he doesn't truly think that she wants to be with him. He says maybe he's just not the right one for her. Listen, Chaz, go on home, honey. Go on home to your cat and your sister and lick your wounds. Okay, because this girl is using him and she is emotionally abusing him. She is not interested in him at all. And I don't understand why he doesn't realize it. Why he has not realized that every time there's an opportunity for her to get close to him, for him to have the sex with her, she throws a tantrum and starts crying. He tells her that he'll give her a ride home. She was supposed to stay at the cabin with him, but instead he's giving her a ride back to her place. They rode all the way back to her place in silence, and she couldn't jump out of that car fast enough. I tell you what, when I pulled off from her apartment, if I was Chaz, my number would have been changed. All the passwords on my everything would have been changed, and she would have quickly received annulment papers. Goodbye, woman. I'm done with you. Branwyn is a manipulator, and she is an absolute liar. I don't understand why she won't just be a woman and say, Chaz, I am truly sorry, but the connection is not there for me. I am physically not interested in having sex with you. Do you want to continue to be pen pals or, what? We could have some phone calls, but I'm just not here for it. Chaz needs to man up and just divorce this woman. Go on about your business. This is ridiculous. Brittany and Ray. Honey, listen, Brittany has got the location on to track Ray, and I think that's ridiculous. If you are truly in love with someone and you are in a stable relationship, you should not have to track that person. And if you do have to track that person, maybe you should rethink the relationship. I don't think anything's cute about that. So Brittany asked Ray where he was. He says he's home, but it turns out he's not. Of course, us, the viewers, we know that he's out doing something nice for her. But, if you keep on pressuring a person in a relationship, whether it's a man or a woman, if you keep on pressuring them, spying on them, accusing them, at some point, that really turns a person off and will make them leave you. Or it could actually have them looking for somebody else. Brittany then has a little lunch with Ray's grandmother. and she tells her that she's been feeling some distance between her and Ray. And Ray's grandmother says, Brittany is coming off as extremely insecure. And I agree with that. Tracking someone 24/7 the way Brittany is always tracking Ray, that does come off as being insecure. However, his grandmother, she makes a comment where she says Brittany doesn't know if he's out playing around or not, but if he is out playing around, he's coming home. What the hell does that mean? Does that mean in a relationship we should be okay if our man or if our woman is out playing around as long as they come home? Hell no, Grandma. Hell no, Grandma. This is not the old days. This is not the old days. It's none of that. It's better to have a piece of man than no man. No, to hell with that shit. Either you coming home and you doing the right thing, or you getting the hell up out of here. You not playing somewhere else. Stay where you play, okay? Don't come, don't play with me. Brittany goes home and Ray calls and invites her out to dinner. So she calls one of her homely friends, and her friend says, well, remember the last time he asked you out, he gave you that little promise ring. Leave that man the hell alone. He had just got out of jail. She tells her, well, don't get all dressed up and excited because he probably is not about to ask you to marry him, and it turns out he does. He asked Brittany to marry him, and I was happy, I guess. Congratulations, but kind of sad at the same time because Brittany just seems to have her head in the clouds and she's really not on this planet with us. I don't understand her. I really don't. I think she's going to make Ray's life miserable. Kevin and Tiffany. So the show picks up where it left off with those two. And Kayla is at his house. She has pissed Kevin off. He done ran outside and she's sitting on his couch. Then he tells production that he's pissed off because she done ran up in his house talking crap. That is not what happened. We saw you invite her in and then you offered her wine. But you also offered her a whole bunch of lies. So she's sitting here talking all this crap about Kevin and how he mistreats her, how she deserves better, how, he's got Tiffany and she's good enough for him and all of this other stuff. And he tries to dance around it and say that him and Tiffany, they're only sort of talking part-time a little bit, but not too much. And, maybe her and Tiffany could become friends and then, they can all hang out. And the next thing you know, she's down to have the sex. She's in bed sexing him down. I said, well, what the hell? How did we go from, I hate him, he's using me, he's mistreating me, he's breaking my heart. Why am I not good enough to, all right, let's go to Dick Town? I don't understand that. Oh, man, that is just crazy to me. Then the next thing you know, we see him giving her clothes so she can leave, talking about, well, I got to go to work tomorrow. It's broad daylight outside, and you are throwing this girl out, and she is okay with it. Then we see his mom come over after church. This woman done went to church to praise the Lord, and she comes over to your house, and you want to talk to her about having threesomes in front of your son. I said, are we really having a threesome conversation in front of your child and your Bible thumping mama? This is not okay. This is not acceptable. But what I thought was weird is his mom had the nerve to say that she didn't really like Tiffany because Tiffany played games. Do you like your son? Because he's the king of games, okay? And he looks like he smells like an ashtray. I'm just going to say it. Anyway, we see them play the clip again of him punching Curtis puss ass out. That's how he says it, puss ass. Anyway, Curtis, I am sorry, buddy. You've got to be embarrassed every time. Anyway, I have no idea what the heck is going on. I know in real life, I did see a post that Tiffany has a new man now. So hopefully she's given up Kevin and Kayla. I have no idea. Kevin does make a comment that he hasn't really told Tiffany much about Kayla because he's afraid that Kayla might hurt her. Lord, somebody needs to hurt Kevin. I'm just saying, I'm tired of his butt. One thing's for sure is I hope these people are using condoms because this is a bit disgusting to me. I mean, seriously, Tiffany and Kayla, you guys really need to up your standards. Yikes. Puppy and Amber. Oh, God, I'm so tired of them. So we see Puppy with Eric. She asks Eric for money. He gives her $200. And then she gets a little bit of an attitude because she says that whenever she asks him for money, he gives her what he thinks she should have. And she doesn't want to be dependent on him. Well, my thing is this. If you don't want to be dependent on him, move out. Get your own place, your own job, pay your own bills, and have your own damn money. This is ridiculous. So she goes out shopping with Amber, and then she tells Amber more depressing crap about her relationship with Eric and his divorce, and how she feels that Eric has been seeing his ex-wife behind her back. And then she gets upset with Amber because Amber is not, as she says, being supportive. Amber is like the rest of us. Why the hell should we support this BS? Are you crazy? Amber tells her, well, I can't be supportive of it because I just don't understand it. I don't understand it either. No, ma'am. I don't get it either. Why are you with this dude? Then she tells her that she is 3 weeks late. So they decide to go get a pregnancy test. This girl goes into a public gas station bathroom and sits her bare ass on this toilet. Oh my God. I just started to scream. I said, girl, you are about to get the crabs, the herpes, the something. Why are you sitting on this toilet? Oh my gosh. What? So then Amber says, what are you going to do if you are pregnant? And she gives that standard answer. I don't know. You don't know a damn thing. I mean, what she does know, she could fill a thimble. Girl, what the hell do you know? Listen, we find out that she is pregnant by the trailer park vampire, Eric. What? Girl, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Listen, I've had it. I can't take it anymore. I'm done. Whew. Puppy, if you don't get your life all the way together, get your life together. You have no business getting pregnant right now. You are not ready for this. You don't know anything. Oh, I mean, goodness gracious alive. Listen, peeps, I am so sorry. I have been mean and rude as hell this entire video. I am sorry. These people are wrecking my good nerve. I only have half a nerve left and these people are tap dancing all over it. I'm just saying. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.